これにて平定とする。
嘘よ、こんなの間違ってる。ああ、ロベル様、待って。
What's going on, my friends? Today we're talking about episode number 2 of Dad is a Hero, Mom is a Spirit by Reincarnator. This was a pretty good episode of the anime. I was actually pretty pleased with it. Overall, I really liked the revenge that Ravel got on Amiel, I think is her name, the big fat piggy lady. Basically, she was trying to... I don't really know what she was trying to do exactly. She was in a perfect situation. She's the daughter of the king. She's the princess or former princess, whatever you want to call it. She's still married into Ravel's family. She married his younger brother, and she has a kid with potentially with him or with somebody else. Apparently, it ended up being with someone else because they go through divorce proceedings, and basically she was talking a big game that the daughter really isn't his, and she looks just like she basically piggy cloned herself, so Bacon 1 and Bacon 2. And, he comes back and his brother is very distraught and much older because at this point, Ravel's part spirit, so he hasn't aged. So his younger brother has surpassed him in the last 10 years. I think a thing that really hit home for me, too, is like, oh, he looks more like father now, which I thought was an interesting kind of quote. It just kind of tells you on how we age and how we end up looking like, the rest of our family over time and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. But he comes in and basically through the begging or through the... I don't even know if begging is the right word, but basically Ellen comes in and she's like, Dad, I won't love you anymore if you don't save your family kind of thing. So, he vows to save his family once again and kind of be like the head of this family because his brother's just, overwhelmed and over it. And his brother has a lover, his brother has a daughter, and... he's just doing what he needs to do for the family stuff. So he makes a deal with the devil essentially, and with the current prince, he strikes a deal and he gets his brother relieved of their duties. He gets the pig kind of sentenced to like exile and all this other stuff. And he basically wins, but at what cost? We don't know yet because he definitely struck some kind of deal with the prince, and Ellen sees some kind of like black heart and there's some kind of curse on the royal family. So overall, I thought this was a really good episode. It's not writing any anime checks for like best show of the year or like best writing of the year, or like it's not gonna like really challenge the brain, if you get what I'm putting down. It's just a real easy show to watch. It was cute. Ellen is cute. I think the dad being a father pervert for his wife was cute. I thought it was funny enough. There was a couple of moments that I chuckled, not full on laugh, but I chuckled, and it was cute enough as well too. And the overall story of just dad being part spirit now, her having a spirit mom, the mom eyeballed the dad at 7 years old, being called out for that, I thought was genuinely funny. And yeah, I just think that overall, what it's doing, at least so far, is working. Will it sustain? Will it get old? I don't know. As long as they have interesting little like mini stories as they kind of move forward, I think it'll be good enough. But we're going to watch episode number 3 and we'll make a decision if we keep watching or not. But so far, episode 2 was enjoyable. I don't feel like I wasted my time, and it was an enjoyable watch. So at very least, it did that. And because it did that, I think it deserves a watch for the season. Now, of course, if when this episode launches or through your week, if there's other anime like I don't know, Dark History or Let's Play or the Fated Magical, the Fated Magician Girl or whatever, like if there's other shows in the season that are taking priority, of course, don't watch this one. Maybe watch it later. But if you're freed up and you have enough time to fit one more anime, I think this one is a good watch. It's fun. So yeah, I'll leave you guys on those thoughts there, and I'll see you guys for episode number 3. Peace.